Hello and welcome back to Soulcreek. We will be continuing where we left off, which, if you recall, is after um, Alex and Loken basically went into the Black Zone, and for a while there, nothing, they didn't encounter anything. Alex was freaking out, but I believe that's has more to do with being within the Black Zone, and I kind of have a theory as to what the Black Zone itself is, but I'm gonna keep that to myself until later. Um, and well, pretty much everything was going fine. Alex was somehow being able to keep up with a little bit of help from Byte, and it wasn't until Loken decided to go do some salvaging right before the Rhinestone Dish that they ended up running into some, what are they called, the sugarcooks, which attacked Alex, much to Loken's anger, and he ended up taking it out on one of the sugarcooks, much to Alex's displeasure. But yeah, so yeah, we're about to visit the Rhinestone Dish and figure out what's going on. So yeah, without further ado, let us continue Soulcreek. We amble through more abandoned streets. I strain my ears, but hear nothing unusual. There is no sign of the sugarcooks who fled from us. We're alone. I pause for a moment and stare into one of the vacant buildings. Inside is hollow, eerie. I stare for longer and my mind wanders. Idle, my hands fumble with the music box in my pocket. My entire species. Gone. Nobody even remembers what we look like. Alex, focus. Right, sorry, coming. Trying to abandon the thoughts and focus on the small task, I catch back up to Loken. So those three back there were exiled to the Black Zones by their chief? That's so harsh. It is cruel. Dravonia does not do this. I'm surprised that they haven't been slaughtered by the demons. I am surprised that they have not slaughtered one another. They'd certainly seemed ready to slaughter us. What's the deal with this Caius guy? People keep mentioning him. He's the chief of the Riptide clan? Loken grumbles uncomfortably, his eyeline traveling outwards awkwardly. Caius has forbidden technology in his clan. That's weird, considering how much you guys love Zephyr stuff. We change directions after a quick head nod from Loken. Our footsteps clap on the dusty cobblestones. Caius believes that the Zephyr lean too heavily into the old knowledge, becoming lost. It is easy to fall when you are lost. He believes that to utilize their technology is to tempt their fate over again. He believes the Zephyr should be forgotten. Do you believe him? I do not. Tell me what you think. I shrug. Sounds like he's balls deep in the same ignorance as everyone else. Ignorance is the order of the world, after all. That is what Dravonia says, but Caius believes ignorance is the law of the world. He enforces his beliefs within his clan, strictly. Those who differ are exiled or killed. I'm thinking this guy isn't going to be my biggest fan. How does his clan survive without technology? Caius is ruthless. All are expected to contribute. Death is acceptable as weeding out the weak. Caius has an uneasy truce with the other clans, but he has frequently caused conflicts. He wishes to massacre the Automonks to kill the old knowledge for good. And that'd leave Ilea in a permanent Stone Age. Dravonia said that he has 4 Black Runners. What's the use of them if he doesn't want salvage? Salvage is still useful for trade. Caius simply does not use it himself. Caius's fear of the old knowledge is profound. He warns other clans that they will damn us all for using it. Many believe that he would destroy us to prevent this if he could. Why doesn't he? The other clans would unite against him. That is enough talking of Caius. We have arrived at the Rhinestone Dish. The satellite station is massive, its towers within a rickety wire mesh fence that had fallen down and have rusted to dust. I can practically feel the structure bending and groaning from the old age. Parts of the dish have fallen completely away. The Automonks say that it has become active. It doesn't look active. Have you ever been inside? I have not. You know the purpose of these structures. They were sort of used to send messages, like a mobile phone, but on a much larger scale. I'm not sure why Ilea had two of them, though. The other is far from here. Alex, remember the task. We are attempting to determine why the Rhinestone Dish has been activated. Only this and nothing more. I will go first. Be alert. I am not sure what we will find. I feel a creeping sense of foreboding as I follow Loken across the open grass towards the Rhinestone Dish. The windows are all locked with steel shutters, somehow still intact after all these years. There is a metal door leading inside. It doesn't look like anyone has broken in. Loken grabs the handle and pulls, but it rattles harshly and refuses to open. He tugs harder, baring his teeth, but it doesn't budge. Alex. Yeah? It is locked. Yep, I got that. I do not have the means to open this door. Loken steps back, jaw twisting in uncertainty. I could ask Byte? At first, he adopts his signature glare. But then, it softens. Let's just see what he says. He deserves a shot, right? For helping me fight off the sugarcooks? Tell me how to... What? I do not know how to speak to him. I raise my eyebrows, pleasantly surprised. Oh, well, just talk. He can hear you. All right. Byte, I am speaking to you. This door is locked. You can help open it?
Tell him to say please.
Oh, come on, Byte. Just help us. Byte heard me. He wants you to say please. I have to suppress a laugh at the irritated scowl Loken shoots me. Is this a joke?
It is not a joke, asshole. I only take orders from Alex.
Byte, please help us get in.
Fine. Kneel down by the door. Let me see the lock.
I give Loken a thumbs up, which he returns stiffly, giving me a big grin as I kneel down to peer at the lock. God, I hate his grin so much. I'm sorry, I just hate that smile.
A single iron deadbolt. It is very rusted. The hinges have heavily decayed. With enough force, it would break. Tell the mutt that he needs to take a run up, then kick the door right above the lock. It'll burst straight open.
I step away. Byte says that the lock is weak. If you kick the door right here with a run-up, it'll break. He is certain? He's never been wrong. Try it. I move away to give Loken some space. He takes a few steps back, then braces himself and kicks his foot at the door. Just as Byte promises, the hinges shatter with a horrifying crunch, and the door caves inwards. Loken seems surprised. He blinks down at the dismembered door, then over to me. Byte knew where to kick? He scanned it. He saw the thing was falling apart, just needed a bit of force. I'm telling you, he's on our side. Perhaps. Tell him I said thank you. For now, we must go inside. I do not know what to expect, so I will go first. Right behind you, big guy. The room we enter is cramped, muggy and dim. There are 2 rows of old control panels, all of which blink and churn with life. Loken steps cautiously around the panels, eyeing them warily. Seeing all these computers activate is outright bizarre. Do you know what these boxes are? I don't know exactly, no. I am uneasy. I have never seen anything like this.
The building has a subterranean power source. It's receiving its juice from the dam.
Byte says that this place is powered by the Great Barrier. He can see if others have been here?
No way. The dust here hasn't been disturbed for centuries.
We're the first here for 100 years. Someone must have flicked the on switch, though.
Alex, put your hand on one of the control panels.
I move past Loken closer to the massive desk in front of me. Loken gasps in horror and pulls me abruptly away. I yelp in shock. Do not approach those. They're just control panels. Control panels? Let me touch them so Byte can tell us more. Reluctantly, Loken lets go of me. He's baring his teeth and his fists are clenched. These boxes have blinking lights, as demons do. It is unsafe. We should abandon this task. then we kiss any help from the auto monks goodbye. It is not worth the risk. We will find another way. Come, we are leaving. But we need their support. Just let Byte do a quick scan, then we can go. Without waiting for his permission, I turn and put my hand on the control panel surface. It's clogged with grease and dust.
Scanning. Oh, no, that can't be a coincidence.
What's wrong?
Remember how Elila has 2 satellite stations? The other one has come online too. They've got some kind of wireless link.
He says that the other station has activated too. They're connected to each other, but he doesn't know what turned them on. Byte, tell us when these places awoke.
85 hours, 42 minutes, and 7 seconds ago.
So that's about... When I realize my blood turns cold, I pull my hands away from the machines, hailing, and back away. The pod... When you broke it, that's when they activated. The Husky's jaw goes slack with bewilderment. Explain. The timing lines up perfectly. It was me. I'm linked to all this somehow. Loken's tail goes limp with stress. I did this? I did not mean to. I only smashed the glass and pulled you free. I did nothing. Loken, there's no way that it's a coincidence. Alex, this is not good. We should not stay here. No, we can't leave now. All of this has something to do with me. This could be huge. There must be answers here for me and Byte, for my whole species. There must be more to this place. I look back at the machines in front of me. Byte, what do these control panels do?
I don't think that they do anything. There is no functioning hardware within.
Why the hell would someone fill this place with fake control panels unless it was hiding something?
There is one active circuit. It's leading to... the wall. On your left.
My head flicks upwards. On the nearest wall is a small, computerized panel, like an empty picture frame. Loken follows my gaze, spotting it at the same time. That is important. Byte seems to think so. I could have approached it, but Loken blocks my path. I will check first. Clearly not about to take no for an answer, he approaches a pad on the wall.
I think it's a handprint recognition lock.
Right as he tells me, Loken curiously dabs his fingers against the device. Nothing happens. He begins peering at it curiously, then tries to dig his fingers under it as though attempting to tear it off. Wait, let me try. Loken steps away, giving me room. I'm not sure why I think this is going to work. I tentatively press my hand against the pad. Ah! An electric shock thumps through my hands. I cry out in surprise and wrench my hand away. In a heartbeat, Loken grasps me by the shoulders and yanks me back, pulling me behind him defensively and growling. Right in front of us, a section of the wall rises up like a door. It is moving! Stay back! Wait! I jumped up from behind him, staring at the doorway that just opened. It's dark within, but I can just about make out a set of metal stairs leading below. How the hell?
Thank me later.
You did this? Explain. Byte opened it. I am confused.
I have my tricks, dog. Besides, the software on this thing felt familiar.
Familiar in what way?
Like putting on an old jumper. I can't explain how. I just knew what to do. I think we're in the right place, Alex. Let's see what's down there.
I start to move towards the newly opened passage. With a growl, Loken steps in front of me. No, we have seen enough. What? No, this is more important than the damned automonks. He draws himself up to his full height, looming over me. Alex, I have never seen anything like this. It is unsafe. This is not the task. This place could tell us something about me. This place bears a mark of demons. We are digging too deep. There will be consequences too. You promised. He blinks at me, startled. You promised to help me find answers if I agreed to be your acolyte. There are answers here. Loken opens his mouth to argue, but the words stick. He looks away for a moment. He knows that I am right. I did promise this, but I did not expect. Let's just see what's down there, please. His ears flick nervously. Loken, come on. Forget the auto monks. This is why we are really here, isn't it? He growls again. Fine. But you will stay behind me. We will not dig too deep. I let him go first. Seems like a fair compromise. Maybe he senses danger that I just can't? It doesn't matter. Danger or not, I'm going down there. Cautiously, Loken and I head through the secret door. The room is lined with racks of advanced computers, beautifully stored and organized behind glass containers. Even with hundreds of years worth of dust collection, it still seems crystal clean down here. Tiny lights flicker on each of the devices, and they whirl with life. I press my face to the glass, but can't seem to make out what their function is. These controlling boxes are different to those above. Explain. It's preserved Zephyr technology, but it's really advanced, like, on another level.
Wait, I've got something. They're databanks. They're storing information, hundreds of exabytes worth.
What's an exabyte?
It's more data than 100,000 human brains.
Byte says that they're storing data. Lots of it. You are talking nonsense. So, my people had a language called binary digital code. It meant any information could be stored as ones and zeros. I stop myself when I see the blank, confused look on his face. They contain information. And memories. They may contain your memories? That's not quite how it works. Did the Automonks know about this place? I do not think so. Perhaps they suspected that the memory boxes were here, but could not find them, as you and Byte have. Byte, can you read any of this data?
Possibly, if there is a way for me to download it. Maybe there is another switch to interface with. Have a look around.
We scour the chamber, desperately searching for something that we can make use of. Loken glances nervously at the exit every few moments, as though expecting trouble. After a few minutes of looking around, Alex. He grabs my attention and gestures for me to join him at the far end of the room. I jog over. Right at the wall is another handprint recognition lock, like the one upstairs. They're identical. There is another of these. The husky reaches out and touches it. Nothing happens. I think only Byte can get these to work. We have seen enough. We will return to the Automonks and inform him of this discovery. The task is complete. He gestures for me to follow him. Instead, I reach towards the panel. No! Loken tugs me away, clutching me by the shoulders. Hey, what? I almost topple backwards into him. We do not know what will happen. You are digging too deep. We might not get this chance again. I will not lose you. What? Why would you? I'll be fine, Loken. No, Alex, we will find another way. Let me go, Loken! I slap the massive husky off of me and back away. My whole species is dead, Loken. All of them. Anyone I might have loved is gone. Nobody even remembers what I am. I don't even know what I am. Don't you dare try and stop me. I glare at him furiously, frustrated that he doesn't understand how much this means to me. Walking through the skeleton of my entire society has been a lot to take in. I'm angry and saddened. But, Alex, you are small. He looks away from me, his face tense with concern. I take a breath to compose myself. I don't know why he's so scared that something will happen with me. I don't know why he cares so much after only 3 days. I gently reach over to pet his arm, wishing that there were more that I could do to combat his anxiety. His tail flicks, but his expression remains strained. You're not going to lose another acolyte. I promise. I need to do this. He goes silent. After a moment, he opens his mouth to say something, but nothing comes out. He relents and steps away. Nodding to him in thanks, I step over to the pad on the wall. Ready, Byte?
Ready. Touch the panel.
Gingerly, I reach forward and place my hand against the panel. The last thing that I remember before blacking out is screaming. My body burned like it had been set aflame. And Loken, I remember hearing Loken yelling my name. I felt him grab me as I fell back. Then nothing. Nothing. There's nothing. Just smothering darkness. Byte? What happened? No reply. Byte!
Alex, I hear you.
I'm over here.
Help.
What's wrong?
I can't do it.
I try to swim towards his voice.
Alex, here. I need you.
I'm trying. He's getting louder. I'm getting closer to him.
It's too much.
Too much what? Gah! What the fuck's that noise?
I can't hold it.
Just stay there. I'm coming. Ugh. What's happening to us? Byte, where are you?
The download. I can't stop it. Too much data. Make it stop.
Hey, look at me. Just breathe.
I don't have lungs, you dipshit.
Then just focus on the small task. Only this and...
Don't you give me that Black Runner crap. It hurts.
Slow down, Byte. Take it one piece at a time. Do the small task, buddy.
Okay. I'll try. Gah.
Wait. I think something's happening. Yes, it's working. Keep going. What? No, it's gone. Byte. Whatever you just did, do it again. There, it's back. What the hell is that?
Can you not ask questions? I'm trying to concentrate here, dickhead.
Right, sorry.
I think Yes, I have it. Urgh. I'm trying to save the data, but I can't hold it.
What's Soulcreek? Is this a message?
Nah, too much. Too much.
Hey, stay with me.
I can't. We have to. Yeah.
Byte? Byte, where are you?
I'm here. I am okay.
What just happened?
I copied the data from the Rhinestone Dish. I've never seen anything like it.
What the hell was in there?
It's some kind of algorithm.
Algorithm? For what?
I have no idea. It's clearly being written for a very specific purpose, but I can't figure out what.
How come?
I only have half of the program. The rest of the data is saved somewhere else.
It doesn't take me long to make the connection. What about the other satellite station? You said it's linked to the Rhinestone Dish. They both came online when we woke up.
Oh, you might be right. The other half of the algorithm must be there.
Could you complete the program if you get the missing data?
I think so. Just give me time to analyze the data that we already have first. We should get an idea of what it does before we go looking.
I can't believe it. We have something, Byte. A real clue. We have a shot.
Whatever happens, Alex, we can't tell the Automonks about this. They're going to want this data for themselves. They'd want you for themselves.
Yeah, agreed. This kind of seems like the kind of thing that they'd go crazy over. What happened to me, by the way? The last thing that I remember was... Oh crap, Loken, is he okay?
The data current knocked you unconscious, but I can wake you up now.
Do it. We left them all alone in there.
Alright, hold on.
Alex? What? Coming to my senses, I feel Loken staunch arms around me. He's carrying me, his coarse outfit wrestling against my face. Alex! There is a rush of nauseating movement, and the husky delicately lowers me down. Wet grass and cold, sharp air brush my bare skin. I warily open my eyes to see a familiar biped gazing down at me, my head cradled in his huge paw. Behind him, a black night sky is almost obscured by dark clouds. What? How long was I out? Where are we? I try to sit up, but the world is spinning. I feel my eyes cross in their sockets. Stay still. It is far beyond midnight. That long? Ugh. Loken kneels back as I try to sit up again, his huge paws supporting my shoulders. Ugh, feels like my stomach is about to crawl up my throat. You're okay? Yeah, Abruptly, Loken's paws graze the sides of my face. He cups my chin and turns my face up to his. Our eyes meet. His are full of barely disguised concern. He's really distressed. I could not tell if... I blink at him. His paws move to my cheek. I feel his fingers flex as my face is nestled into his paw pads. What happened? You touched the wall. You yelped in pain and fell. I caught you. I could not tell if... because you were not breathing. You never do. I didn't mean to scare you. Sorry. He takes a breath, clenching and unclenching his other paw. I feel terrible. Poor guy must have been really freaked out. Hey. I don't know if it's because I'm still a little delirious, but I instinctively bring my hand up to his and clasp it warmly. I'm okay. He doesn't reply. His face is frozen in apathy. I'm fine. Look. We have big news. Byte discovered something amazing. He doesn't even acknowledge me. Something isn't right. He's so still, staring into the distance. What's wrong? He doesn't answer. I look around. The mountains seem familiar. Loken? Are we still in the black zone? He shakes his head and opens his mouth to speak, but says nothing. Then I hear it, far in the distance, in the dark mountains beyond the black zones, an obscure, inscrutable bellow. Something's far away. It permeates my mind, and my heart clenches. Loken lets go of my cheek, his fists tightening with worry. What was that? They came for us. My chest tightens. But when you touched the wall, the lights went out. The Rhinestone Dish became dormant once again. And they came. I have never seen so many. The black zones are provoked. I took you and ran. I ran for hours. They hunted me for hours. He puffs a heavy breath out of his cheeks in anguish. The demons are stirred tonight. They are all hunting. The black zones are more dangerous than they have ever been. I did not think that we would make it. I swallow, looking past them in the distant darkness. Are we safe? We are outside the border. We are safe, but others inside are not. Have the black zones ever been riled up like this before? No, I do not know how long it will last. I can't imagine what he just went through, running from whatever horrors were hunting him, carrying me all the while. There is a pause. My apprehension gives way to a stomach-boiling guilt. Did Byte and I stir the black zones up? How? I did not stay to find out. I only ran. He tried to warn me. He said that there would be consequences for digging too deep. He was right. I'm sorry. I just wanted... I know, Alex. You wanted answers. He fixes me with a pointed look. We are black runners, yes, but even we must treat the black zones with respect. Knowledge is dangerous. Always tread carefully. Somberly, I nod at him. Thanks for saving me. He finally looks back at me and smiles. He exhales and I feel the relief in his breath. You are okay. I'm okay. His face hovers just above mine. His expression softens. Suddenly, I feel something brush up against my hand. I look down and see his upturned paw flexing ever so slightly, waiting to be joined with my own. Alex, I am happy that you are okay. Thanks. I'm happy that you're happy. Then, as I move to clasp my fingers with his, he flinches and pulls away. No. What? He pulls me up to my feet. We must go to the chief. We must warn her that the black zones have been provoked. The borders are unsafe for all. You can walk? Yeah, I can walk. Okay. He gently guides me by the shoulder. I turn, taking in the night sky and the dark mountain peaks on the horizon. Side by side, wordlessly, we start walking home beneath the night sky. We've been silent for some time. Loken is gazing joyously at the ground in front of us. My head is buzzing. I should be worried about the black zones. I should be stirred by our discovery. Instead, I'm just thinking about him. Why is there this horrible tension between us? We keep having these warm-heated moments. They're starting to feel natural and right, but they don't last. What's going on? You are my acolyte. What? You are my acolyte. Okay. Is he rejecting me? That's his excuse? Tell me what you found in these memory boxes with Byte. I don't answer. Why is he changing the subject? We're obviously attracted to each other. Or are we? Am I misinterpreting him? Loken. No, Alex. Tell me of the memory boxes. I grimace. I'm too tired and we're nearly back at the lodge. I'm not going to push him. Well, we found something. Byte doesn't know what it is, though. He thinks it's an algorithm. I do not understand. Like, it's a piece of software. It does something, like a tool. We don't know what its purpose is. Byte is going to try and figure it out, but it'll take a while. He's missing half of the data. We have time. The indulgence is tomorrow. We must attend. I remember something. What's Soulcreek? He frowns at me, but doesn't break his walking pace. Explain. It's related to the algorithm that we found in... Loken! Taki? Fucking Gale, finally! The honey badger sprints towards us from Loken's lodge. Her eyes are wide in alarm. Something's wrong. Taki, tell us what is wrong. I immediately think of the agitated black zones. A bunch of old youngsters have gone missing. We think that they snuck off to go zonebaiting. No, they cannot do this. Not now. My eyes widen in horror. Tonight of all nights? Taki catches our panic, tensing up. What's the deal? You told us that they weren't that dangerous. Things are different tonight. They are in danger. Are there others looking for them? Dervonia has her warriors scouring the woods, but they ain't sure where all the nearest borders are, so I can't find you. Alex, we will search the fences now. Loken breaks into a mad sprint, back the way we came. I set off after him. He stops abruptly after a minute of mad dashing, head whirling on the spot. His fists are clenched, his teeth bared, and his eyes wide with alarm. Children, tell me where you are! He bellows out into the darkness, but nobody responds. This is our fault. We provoked the demons. We'll find them. The hound snarls. I sense his fear and his frustration. I feel it too. Suddenly his eyes widen with realization, and he turns to me determinedly. Byte, please, tell me where they are. I nod. Enhance my hearing, Byte. Where are those kids?
One moment.
A second later, my senses become muffled. I shut my eyes, trying to make sense as my hearing becomes a muggy blur. Then I hear it, voices wafting across the forest. Come on, it's your turn. I already went. Don't be a baby boy. A trio of distant children begin chanting baby boy in mockery. Shut up, I'm not scared of them. You have to stay there twice as long as I did to beat my record. I hear them. Byte, where are those voices coming from?
72 degrees to your left.
This way. This time, with me leading the way, I follow Byte's guidance and break into another sprint. Loken's feet pound the forest floor behind me. Those stupid kids. If anything happens to them, I'll never forgive myself. We find them at the fence. 3 children are on the safe side of the barrier, leaning over it gleefully. I gape in horror as I see a boy standing behind the fence, inside the black zones. He's facing us with his back to the darkness, a full 10 paces from the fence. His arms are spread in a helpless crucifix position. Behind him is a dark stretch of open grass, and then an ominous forest. The other children jeer him on mercilessly. You sure there's nothing there? Come on, you nearly beat my record. They're not real, baby boy. I recognize the boy standing in the black zone. On my first day in the village, I saw him at the table in the hall, the white tiger. Loken bellows at the children and sprints straight at them. Move! Away from the fence! The kids all jump, startled. They back away from the fence as Loken reaches them. The boy inside the border freezes in shock. Girls, back into the woods, now! Get away from the border, it is not safe! Unnerved, the other children move towards the trees behind me and hide within them. Loken turns his attention back to the spooked tiger still standing in the perilous black zone. To me, boy! Quick! Come to! Loken suddenly stops dead. He stares past the boy and his eyes widen in terror. Stop! Boy, be still! Be quiet! Do not move! I see it too. The dark woods far behind the boy rustle, then part. Something emerges and comes out of the black. Loken. I see it. Oh fuck. It's coming. We have to get him out. I will cross the border and grab him, but they are drawn to sudden movement. Loken vaults over the fence whilst I stay put. He lands in the black zone and starts to creep, agonizingly slow towards the boy. They're both in mortal peril. Alex, stay. Keep the boy still. Talk to him. If he looks or tries to run, it will take him. Behind him in the distance, the black shape is getting steadily closer. The kid remains frozen in his crucifix position, facing me with wide eyes. He quickly realizes what's happening and he tries to move to Loken. No. Kid, don't move. Look, just keep your arms spread, okay? You just need to look at me. Don't move and don't look behind you. Loken's gonna get you out of there. Hey, what's your name, buddy? Loken takes a step closer. The boy mumbles a fearful reply to me. A huge twisted thing taller than a wretched oak steps from the darkness behind him. I finally see it. Milo? Hey, that's a great name. My name's Alex. I'm a black runner, just like Loken. God. He starts to cry. It towers behind him, leering down. The boy shuts his eyes, sobbing softly. It mimics his tears playfully. I'm forced to listen, and my soul is scoured in grease, blood, and fear. I can't describe it. This horrifying conjunction of geometry, light, and hexagrammatic wires. Sawtooth steel, billowing cables and shattered glass. It all bubbles and froths over this festering rape of technology. Gears flex, wires titter, and axons moan. It's churning, weeping, and gushing. Neither words nor imagination can properly portray this thing. A noxious caustic stench burns my throat like maggot-stuffed flesh. I gag and look away, unable to bear the sight. The thing twitches in spoiled glee. Loken takes another step. He's covered only half the distance. The demon ignores him entirely, only towering behind the terrified boy. Milo, I know you're scared. I am too. But just ignore those sounds, yeah? You're gonna be fine. Stop. Don't look. Look at me. Milo, me. Eyes on me. You're doing great. Just keep still. Come on, Loken. Loken takes another step. He's close enough to grab him. Just ignore it, yeah? Just look at me. You're fine. You're gonna be... Loken! With the boy in his grasp, Loken leaps back over the fence and into safety. The demon has already gone. What? Byte? Did you scan it?
I couldn't. I tried.
I'm shaking. I feel sick. I fall to my hands and knees, dry heaving. Alex. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not. I'm regaining my composure as Loken gathers the boy with the other children. The youngsters are all shocked and confused. The boy is in a daze, unsure what just happened. He didn't see anything, but he surely felt it. Loken glares down at all four of them. You are, all of you, insolent, heedless, arrogant. They cower from him. Man, I hope Loken's never mad at me like this. You have ignored my warnings. Your behavior is dangerous, unthinkable, and beyond excuse. You will walk back to the village. You will walk in a single file. You will be silent. Go, now! They follow his instructions wordlessly, through the woods. We trek them back to the village. I walk at the back of the line, pretending I'm okay. Loken walks with the boy and inquires into his well-being. Aside from being shaken up, he's unharmed. If anything, he seems unsure as to what just happened. I, meanwhile, have a single thought trapped in my mind. At any point today, that thing could have found us. All the fear that I'd felt, it wasn't a trick. They're real. Loken and I deliver the youngsters back to the village. If I thought Loken's anger was fierce, I can imagine that it'll be nothing compared to the discipline Dravonia will dish out. We don't hang around to witness. It's late. We're both tired and in shock. Loken is worried about me. Neither of us say a word on the way back to the lodge. I can't speak. Loken regards me, concerned. He tries to ask after me at one point, but I don't know how to answer. I can't focus. I wish that I could forget what I saw. What are they? Loken stretches up to the light switch behind me. I wince as a light burns my retinas. You are okay? Blatantly lying, I march across the lodge and plant my butt on the floor, staring at the empty fire pit. I shall light a fire? I shall light a fire. There is a shuffling beside me, and I feel Loken's huge bulk settle at my side. He sits cross-legged and looks sideways at me. You are not okay. Many things have happened today. But you will be okay. What's wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you. There is a pause, and then he shuffles closer, his knees bumping gently against mine. We started something. Today, we started something. I have no idea how I fit into it, and I just saw... I don't know what I saw. Even as black runners, we do not know what they really are. What was it? It could have grabbed him. It could have grabbed you, but... You have strong vigor. He's avoiding the answer. No, I was shaking like a leaf. I was also afraid. I frown at him, bemused. You were literally in there with it. It was not interested in me, but even I wanted to run. There was a pause. I look at him, my trepidation rushing back. Loken, what was it doing? Loken sighs and shakes his head. He can't dodge the question forever. I can handle it. Not me. Not the boy. You. What? It was there for you. My blood turns cold. Why? You are my acolyte now. It was a greeting. How do they know? They simply do. He doesn't clarify. It's because I provoked them at the Rhinestone Dish. You warned me. I didn't listen. You sought knowledge. They are the fear that stands between us and understanding. A fear that can destroy. This is a lesson that every black runner must learn. I believe one day the clans will find the will to face them. Alex, it will get easier. You have seen one now. Tell me, you still believe that they are made of these ANI creatures? I don't answer. Alex? Yeah, I do. They're machines, but also something more. Something unnatural. We go quiet for a while. Byte is good. I gape in surprise. Did I hear that right? Whoa. You like him now? He helped you find the children. He is good. Tell him he is good. Hear that, Byte? You're good.
I heard.
So?
Fine. He's alright. Just alright.
He says you're all right. That is good. Yeah, it's good. Okay. Cool. I shake my head and smirk. Even with all his troubles, I find him adorable. Oh! I remember something so arbitrary that I completely abandoned thoughts of the recent encounter. Loken jolts in shock when I suddenly jerk upright. I twist around, gathering my bedding to me and scrambling through it, desperately searching for something. You are acting strange. I knew that I heard that name before. Loken stares, confused, and I rummage about around me. Eventually, I find what I'm looking for. Found it. I lay the map out in front of me, flattening the edges so both Loken and I can see. There. Soulcreek. That's what Byte and I saw in the databanks. Loken stares at me, concerned. That is not good. Why? Only one has returned from exploring that mountain. What happened? All who enter the caves beneath disappear, except for one black runner. She said only the same word, over and over. Soulcreek, Soulcreek, Soulcreek. That is how the mountain got its name. What happened to her? She did not survive her nightmares. She died while sleeping. Something must be in there. The data in the Rhinestone Dish was trying to tell us something about it. Alex. The Rhinestone Dish turned on because of me. Soulcreek is connected to Byte and I, somehow. Alex, demons came for us when you found those memories. If they are also connected, that is not good. This task will be dangerous. I know it's dangerous, but come on. This is big, isn't it? We can't just turn our backs on this. It could be bigger than just me. This could affect everyone. Loken sighs. He knows I'm right. We must determine how you got here. It is important. But we will treat this task with respect. No one returns from Soulcreek. We will not go there. Well, Byte did say the data is incomplete. He only got half. The other dish may contain the rest of these memory boxes. Exactly. Where is it? Loken looks back at the map, moving his fingers across it. The Rhinestone Dish is here. And the other one? The second dish is called the Boneyard. It is in the Devil's Crag, the city where I found you. Charming. Who the hell names these places? That has been forgotten. There is a route to the Devil's Crag, but the city is dangerous. We could check out the pod that you found me in while we're there. Yes, but demons are frequent in Devil's Crag. We will require assistance. Assistance from who? Leave that to me. You are right, Alex. It is our duty as Black Runners to investigate this matter. The Black Zones were provoked tonight, and I wish to know why. Do you think Soulcreek is the answer? I do not know. Even Black Runners avoid this place. I am uneasy gathering this data without knowing its purpose. Byte says it's an algorithm. Explain. I don't think that I can. It'll do something. He thinks he can figure out what, even with only half the data, but it'll take him a few days. Okay. We will give Byte time to study this data memories before we search the Boneyard. That will give us time to continue your training. We will continue to serve the Draconi. We will inform Aeon of what occurred today. We will see the Automonks and seek their assistance in examining you. Now we have completed their favor. We can't tell them about the algorithm. They'll want it for themselves. Yes. We will not tell them about the memory boxes. We will say that we cannot determine why the Rhinestone Dish awoke. Loken folds his map back up. But now, you are tired. No more talk of this algorithm or of Soulcreek. He's right. I'm exhausted. Tomorrow's the indulgence, right? Yes. Are you gonna... He blinks at me. Hang out with Orion? No. I said that I wouldn't judge you for who you're with. I don't mind. I will not spend the indulgence with Orion. My chest flutters. Is that because you'd rather... He tilts his head at me. Someone else? I see his nostrils flare uncomfortably. You will judge me. I won't. It's not like that, I promise. Loken? You are small. My face burns red and I fight back a huge, stupid smile. Thanks, big guy. You're a good hound. I feel his tail thwack my butt, but he quickly reins it in. You are a good human. You're a good human. I smile. You don't have to talk like that. Okay. He looks away uncomfortably again. My heart sinks. Damn it, the moment ended again. I open my mouth to save it, but I just can't. He's uncomfortable with something. He seems so sure that I'm going to reject him. But why? Do I just tell him that I... Really? That I want to fuck? I don't think that I can be that forward, especially when I have no idea how the indulgence really works. I know that normally partners don't hang around. The mating troop leaves, but for Loken and I, we'll still be together the next morning. Is that why he hesitates? It's unknown ground for the both of us. We're just different, culturally. I don't know what to do. Whatever. I look at him, admiring the contours of his face and the contrast of his monochrome pelt. He just looks so comfortable. I'm so fucking tired. I'm so overwhelmed. I need some comfort. I yawn loudly. My head falls onto the side of his arm. Today was long. Loken goes stiff. I feel him look down at me as I shut my eyes. Loken adjusts our outfits wrestling together. He lifts his arm over my head and brings it down around my shoulder. My heart skips as he tugs me closer and my muscles turn to rubber. He squeezes me, his fingers kneading into my arm. I feel the ridge of his muzzle just above my head, nestling against me. Rest. My inhibitions drop, very slightly. His thick outfit prevents me from feeling the warmth of his body properly, but I still enjoy the weight of his thick arms around me. I sink into his presence, exhaling. His chest inflates against me, and I'm rocked by the current of his breathing, and the overwhelming events of the day's events melt away. You're comfortable. Sleep heavy, Alex. You too, big guy. Should I?
At this point, I don't think a second cascade is going to stop him from trying to fuck you.
Now isn't the time to be getting my dick out. Or his.
Honestly, Alex, you have a biological need. Might as well get it filled.
Ugh. I don't even know what's happening with him. I think he's just as confused as me. I mean, it's not like it's anything more than physical. We're just curious about each other.
That's one way of putting it.
Whatever happens, promise me that you won't pop up in my head while I'm... you know...
Yeah, I don't plan on crashing that.
Can we talk about something else? Have you got any closer to figuring out what the algorithm might be?
I'll need a day or two, at least, for that. I did discover something interesting. The algorithm wasn't written before the cascade. It was during. There could be insight as to what caused it in this data.
I wonder what Soulcreek has to do with all of this.
Who knows? Soulcreek is just a name on the map. We probably need to get the data from the boneyard before this comes together. Hey, while I'm processing the data we have, I won't be available to call on tomorrow. It'll take all my focus. You think that you'll be okay without me?
I'd say so. I mean, nothing's happening tomorrow except the indulgence. I can still call you if it's urgent, right?
Of course. I think you've earned a day off. Let me handle this side of things. You just relax.
Relax. At an orgy. Right.
Maybe I can set up a command to make you jizz on an assigned vocal cue. You'll be the talk of the whole clan.
My reputation as a last Zephyr is enough. I don't want to be the amazing human with this endless gossamer fountain of cum following me around too.
Good point. Okay, I'm going to dive into your subconscious and start analyzing the algorithm. Don't call me tomorrow unless it's an emergency.
Will do. Good luck. Hey, Alex. I wish that I could see more of you. He steps closer, his expression turning hungry. Loken slides a paw down to the bulge, pushing at his loincloth, teasing me. You are mine. Am I? I fall forwards, my face grinding into his chest fur. He puts his huge paw on top of my head and pushes me down. On your knees, human. I fall in front of him. He teases his bulge through the thin cloth before me, snarling. I push my face into his loincloth, inhaling his intoxicating scent, then grasp it with both hands. Gah! And that's where I'm going to leave it for today. So, that unpleasantness at the very end aside, clearly this is a case of being a little too curious for your own good. It was obvious that something was happening and that Alex here was connected to whatever it is that was happening. I mean, if somebody tells you, oh, by the way, the satellite dish is turned on exactly the moment that you awoke, or at the very least that you were removed from the pod, then, why are you going around looking? Stupid human. Anyways, what are your theories on why he is connected to all of this? Write down in the comments. And because I actually recorded like 2 hours and 30 minutes of this, I'm gonna just focus on the ending part, which I'm assuming is what this video is probably gonna be focused on, more or less. So, starting from the satellite dish area, I'm curious as to who built the satellites to act like facades, as to, just to be like random satellite stations, and why there's 2 in the area, and why they're connected to Soulcreek, and why there is a dog barking outside of my window so fucking loudly. I'm assuming that whoever stuck Alex into the pod built the satellite stations or repurposed the satellite stations to, well, not satellite stations, they're just dish stations. Although they probably have to be connected to a satellite. So yeah. Anyways, so whoever put them in there probably either built or repurposed the stations in order to, I guess, process something, because from the image, it kind of looked like they were servers. And if they have an algorithm that's being split into 2 pieces, my assumption is that Alex is supposed to go to each server and access them and put the algorithm together for something. So depending on who stuffed them into the pod, either that algorithm is going to be for some useful purpose that, is going to be like, oh, it's to shut down the demons, or for something negative that's going to be like, oh, it's what's causing the demons, and we have it separate because if they come together, then it's going to be something bad. So yeah. Again, people that already know about Soulcreek, if you write a spoiler, I will delete your comment as soon as it appears. If you write something that's super spoilery, then I will hide your comments permanently. So I am telling you now. I know a lot of people don't actually read or at least listen to this part of the videos, but it's gonna be your own damn fault for putting spoilers. Or unsolicited, like, oh, you should have done this, you should have done that, blah, blah, blah. No backseat driving. This is a visual novel, but still, no backseat driving. Anyways, so yeah. Also, thankfully, the little tiger tween or kid was saved. And I'm wondering if eventually we will get like at least an image, or at least sort of like a artist's interpretation of what the demons are, but I'm assuming that given their nature, that's probably not going to happen. because it's supposed to be like something that you conjure up, you imagine, and not only that, but it's also sort of not evolving, not moving or something like that, but it's like an amalgamation, I guess, of just electronic stuff. It's not actually a monster that has a physical body. It's like this glob of electronics, I guess. So it really wouldn't pay to have, you know, to show what it looks like, because by the nature of what it is, it's not going to be anything recognizable. So yeah. Anywho, so yeah, you know, write in the comments what you think, and thank you all for watching / listening. If you would like to play Soulcreek yourself and, you know, read further into the story than what is currently available on my channel, then you can do so by going down into the link in the description, where I will presumably post a Twitter link, which should have a direct link to itch.io, which, you know, where you can download it. And especially with this visual novel, that it has obvious adult content, I cannot post the itch.io link because YouTube does not like that. And yeah, I will also post a link down for whatever, you know, form of funding they might have, whether it be Patreon or Ko-fi, down in the description, along with my Ko-fi link, in case you want to keep donating, because after all, the only reason that I am reading this is because you guys donated. So, you know, if you want to keep up the, like, morale of me reading this, even though I like the story, I don't like this relationship that's going on, but then again, I don't like romance in general, I guess. It's usually like it's going by too fast. I don't really care about these people that much. But yeah, anyways. But yeah, so, you know, donate if you want. It's not necessary. It is appreciated. Like, really, really, really appreciated. But yeah, anyways. So I guess that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.